Alright, so welcome to my channel, Pokélord Johto. So for this video, I'm going to be talking about how to buff up Meganium, because Meganium is like the worst starter of all of them. Like, Johto doesn't get too much love when it comes to starters or in itself. Like, I'm going to say Johto is probably the worst starter, like, selection. Like, personally, I love Johto. Johto is my favorite region, and Typhlosion is my favorite starter, but Typhlosion is probably like either the second or third worst starter, maybe even fourth worst starter. I don't know. In fact, it's not the worst starter in like I would like mid tier starter compared to all of them, but just saying like Meganium is just kind of like the worst starter. So one of the problems is the bad abilities. So with Sunny Day, it can't be status, and rest will fail and all that. And it gets Overgrow, basic starter ability. Anyways, these are pretty bad abilities, to be honest. So what I've been thinking is, let's say like give it a thick that ability, which decreases the, and it will make the fire and ice type weakness neutral, which would be very nice. So let's say like someone like Mega Venusaur. Mega Venusaur has it, and it has better bulk, I'm not gonna lie. And the poison and grass typing is the better defensive typing than just regular grass. So with that, ice and fire will be gone, so all you have to worry about is flying and psychic. So for Meganium's case, you would need to worry about bug, grass, and poison, or flying and poison, which will make it less types of weaknesses, which would be better. But what else you could do if, let's say it's got a mega, give it a fairy typing, which would probably help it more, honestly. So, and what I would also do was give it more bulk, because the bulk is like meh, kind of. So with a mega, you can give it more HP, which I would, but you can't give it more HP. But let's just say a regular buff, give it like 10 or 20 more points in HP. Give it like 15 more defense and special defense. If it was a mega, you could give it more, like 25 attacking, or not attack, defense and special defense. You could lower its speed, give it more special attack, maybe make it more of a special tank kind of Pokemon, and then give it something like Moonblast, or give it more moves, because the moveset now is just terrible. Because this is the moveset it has now for basic. It's not that good, to be honest. And as you can see, it doesn't have too great of a moveset. Like, the moves aren't too great, to be honest. Does it even get Energy Ball or whatever? Yeah, it gets Energy Ball, but give it more special, or it could even work physically too. It's like it has Seed Bomb, Earthquake, what else does it have? It has Iron Tail, but Iron Tail is not that great. It's Outrage, but Outrage isn't really good unless you use a actual Dragon type, because you don't really want Dragon type moves as a coverage, because it's only weak to Dragon. It only does super effective Dragon, and yes, it's like everything else would be. But if you gave it more moves, like let's say Moonblast, or maybe something like it has Leech Seed, of course, and that would help it a little bit, like Leech Seed, Energy Ball, Moonblast. Also, like, ooh, now that Sword and Shield is really bad because they got rid of something like Hidden Power. They got rid of a lot of moves, so that's also hurts it. But it could, though, help Meganium if it has better moves. Actually, let me think about moves. I don't remember what's new, but I don't think any of them would really help it that much. But Meganium has really bad. And it could be used a little bit more stats if we're being honest, because this isn't too great of a base stat total. Well, the total is good, but the base stats themselves isn't too great. But and maybe give it a fairy typing, and then it could be good, but only if it's a mega. Because Johto or like having it just neutral starters. So thank you for watching, and give me feedback of what you think.